Hey everyone, I hope you had a great day. Today we are looking at some new R/I do work here lady stories. I hope you enjoy them. The first story is called Yes, I Own This Place. To start, I have no idea where the confusion came from. I don't look young, I'm not short, my voice isn't high, and I already had a beer gut going on. I bought a house at 22. I'm in the garage putting down a layer of Rust-Oleum. It's like an epoxy linoleum that protects the cement. A sales rep walks up as I'm sealing the garage floor. Hi, do you live here? Sure do. Do you own the place? Yeah, I just bought it. Can I talk to the homeowner? Sure can. Silent stares. Can you get your parents for me? Why? I'd like to talk to them about the carpet. So, why are you at my house then? Silent stares again. Should I just knock on the front door then? No one else is home. Oh, so when will the owners be home? He is home. Can I talk to him then? You have been. Haha, oh. Do you own the place? Yeah, I just bought it. She apologized and proceeded to pitch me a free carpet cleaning, even though I insisted it was brand new. All the carpet is new? Well, we laid out the old carpet in the basement until we finish it. Great! We'll clean that then. It's been thrown away in a few months. That's okay. I mean, sure, I guess, but I'm not buying your cleaner, vacuum, or services. No worries. How about we come by at 3:30? If you want to clean it, sure, but I'm not buying anything. Great! We'll see you then. 3:30 rolls around, but this time it's a different rep with cleaning equipment. The same thing happens. Hi, I'm here to clean your carpet. That's an unbranded Kirby you have. I'm not buying anything. Oh, that's totally fine, sir. I'm actually here to talk with your parents. Silence. They don't live here. Is anyone else home? No. Just me. Do you know when they'll be back? Why? We had an appointment with the owner for 3:30. That's why I answered the door. Oh, are you the owner? Sure am. He comes in and starts cleaning the temporary carpet, even after I insisted multiple times I was not going to buy anything. I even told him that I won't be offended if he wants to just leave it as is. I felt bad and tried to give him an out a few times. He finished and started going on with the sales pitch. I even interrupted him a couple of times to remind him I'm not buying. He probably went on for another 15 minutes trying to convince me. What do you think about today's stories? Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel to grow. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. The next story is called She Got Kicked Out. Karens really don't believe you if you look young, huh? A bit about me, so it's easier to understand the situation. About a year and a half ago, I worked at a grocery store, one of many, and I got the job as a manager. Now note, I wasn't a full manager, I was simply filling in till someone else comes in, as I did not have the full training for it. I had only worked at the store for 8 months, but was more than capable of doing a manager's job. Ordering, counting the money, closing up and opening, making sure everything is up to date, I was doing my job. I did, however, look as young as I actually was. The store I worked in had many rude customers who would walk in looking to cause trouble as if God had sent them on a mission and said, "Go my child, ruin some poor cashier's day." So, a day like any other, I'm in the dairy section looking for things that are going out of date. The only employees are 2 cashiers, 1 janitor and me. I hear a commotion at the cash registers, but since my coworkers are way older than me, I figure they can handle this situation. Keyword figure. I hear someone stomping towards me. It's like the gates to hell opened, and this absolute unit of a Karen marches towards me, her face filled with anger. She takes a look at me, turns around, and stomps back. What? I clearly have a little name badge which says manager. I hear commotion again, but I'm on a tight schedule here, so I continue taking out all the bad cheese. Not 1 minute later, I hear stomping again. In the most annoying, squeaky voice, she asked, "Are you the manager?" "Yes, how may I help you?" "No, you can't be the manager. You are an imposter. I know all the employees in the store, and you are not one." I don't know why she's screaming at me, but in a calm voice I say, "I am the temporary manager. Is there anything I can do for you?" She yells, "I demand the real manager. A kid like you cannot be one. Give me the real manager." I try to explain that I am one, but she keeps screaming like a pig being strangled. I tell her that she can call my boss. There's a number near the exit on the board, and she storms out. I hear her complaining about how I am a liar and won't get the real manager out, how there's a kid at the store who's working illegally, how I am incompetent and should be fired if I really worked there. 10 minutes later, my boss pulls up and explains to the Karen that I am in fact a manager, and I asked again how I could help. Turns out she ate a whole 24-pack of sausages and only then noticed they were 3 days till the expiration date and demands a refund. She got kicked out. The last story is called "Sometimes You Should Listen." About 3 years ago, I worked as a security for a multinational shipping company. We had issues with non-employees parking in our lot and leaving vehicles while they carpooled to other jobs. It had gotten to the point where employees and truck drivers weren't able to find parking. It became such an issue that eventually operations and security had a meeting and decided to issue parking passes that went into the windshields of employee vehicles, making it easy to identify who should be or not be parking. Security officers weren't required to get passes because we had our own reserved spaces. After about a month and a half, most employees had passes issued. We started tagging cars without passes, with warnings notifying that soon we would start having vehicles towed. There were a few employees who procrastinated getting stickers, but after the warnings, the rest of them got their passes. A few weeks later, we started having cars towed that didn't have passes in the windshields. At this point, we had all the employees' vehicles in a database that we could check for the tags. If a vehicle is parked illegally, I would call for a tow. Fast forward about 3 months, and we get to the actual story. The towing company we contracted to remove vehicles is in and out 3, 4, 5 times a day, so they are getting to know me. Apparently, they hired a new guy who took the initiative and decided to cruise to the lot and check on vehicles. I come out to check the lot just as he's finishing hooking my car up. My car that is parked in a reserved space for security. Excuse me? Who called for a tow? I cruised the lot to check on parking passes. This car didn't have one. You aren't authorized to do lot checks. We call when a vehicle needs to be removed. It's already hooked, so nothing I can do. It's going to the impound. No, it's not. That's my car. It doesn't have a sticker, it gets towed. Security vehicles are exempted because we have our own parking spaces. It doesn't have a sticker, it gets towed. At this point, I'm getting beyond frustrated, so I call my supervisor on the radio and ask him to come to the parking lot. What's going on? This car doesn't have a sticker, it gets towed. That's my car, I didn't call for a tow. Sir, why are you here if you weren't called? I was checking the lot for parking passes. Okay, but why did you hook a vehicle from the reserved space? It doesn't have a sticker, it gets towed. Security's vehicles are exempted because we have our own reserved spaces. You need to release the vehicle. Let me call my supervisor. He calls the supervisor and puts the phone on speaker. Once the vehicle is hooked up, my drivers can't release a vehicle without payment. Your driver has hooked a vehicle up illegally. We didn't call you. Once a vehicle is hooked up, my drivers can't release it without payment. I'm fuming mad at this point, so I yelled, "If my car is not dropped in the next 30 seconds, I'm calling the police." Once a vehicle is hooked up, my driver can't release it without payment. How much is it? $135. I'm not paying $135 to get my car back when it shouldn't have been towed in the first place. Once a vehicle is hooked up, my drivers blah blah blah. So I'm done being patient. I called the police, non-emergency, and told them my car was in the process of being stolen. They dispatched an officer and hang up. The others are all still talking while I was talking to the dispatcher. Cops are on their way. Put my car down. I can't. My boss said to just wait for the cops. So we wait about 5 or 6 minutes, then a cruiser shows up. The cop comes to me and asks what's going on. I tell him that the tow driver showed up without being called and hooked my car for not having a sticker. I explained that security's vehicles were exempted since we had our own reserved spaces. And I emphasize that he was not called. "Sir, you need to release the vehicle. Once my drivers hook a car, they can't release it without payment. You weren't authorized to tow this car anyway. Sir, you need to release the vehicle. Without authorization to tow, you are committing auto theft." "Okay, I'll drop it." "Do not drop the car without payment." The cop tells him to hang up the phone. He does, and then finally drops my car. Security now is required to have parking passes now too. Although we cancelled the towing contract with that specific company. Let me just say, I hold no ill will towards the tow driver. He was just doing his job. But if security tells you to drop a vehicle that you are towing from a business for which they are security, you should probably do so. Thanks for watching the video. If you had fun watching the video, please subscribe to the channel for more content. And please let me know what you think about the video in the comment section below. Have a great day. Bye bye.